Are you serious? Are you serious? There is a huge coronal hole at the sun, right on the sun's atmosphere. Huge. Matter of fact, this hole just opened up in the sun's atmosphere, and it is turning toward Earth as we speak. According to NASA, the Solar Dynamic Observatory is monitoring this structure, which straddles the sun's equator just behind sunspot AR2670. This thing is massive. Matter of fact, this is a coronal hole, a region where the sun's magnetic field has peeled back and allowed gases of material to escape like high speeds of solar winds. A stream of solar wind flowing from this hole could reach our planet during the early hours of August 12th as expected, and enhanced magnetic fields at the leading edge of the stream will interact with our planet's magnetosphere, possibly sparking mild geomagnetic storms. Also, folks, if there's a solar flare right now, if there's an eruption, explosion, a kill shot is possible. And that is why we're very, very concerned. Got a lot going on up there in space right now affecting the Earth. Gamma rays, UV rays, cosmic rays of biblical proportion. And then what about Planet X? Are you serious? And this is what's going to blow your mind. This will blow your mind. 139 fireballs breaking through the Earth's atmosphere. It's unprecedented. It's insanity. It's insane. But it's happening right now. And so we've got to really, the signs of the end time. Look, the Bible said there shall be signs in the sun and in the moon and in the stars, and distress of nations with perplexity, the sea, the waves roaring, and men's hearts will fail them for fear, for looking after those things coming upon the earth, for the powers of heaven shall be shaken. Then shall they see the Son of Man coming in a cloud with power and great glory. When these things begin to come to pass, he said, look up, lift up your head, your redemption's drawing nigh. Look, the Lord hasn't given you the spirit of fear. This is a warning to the world that Jesus is coming. The bride is ready. Are you? Are you serious? Are you serious? The United States Defense Secretary James Mad Dog Mattis has just issued a dramatic ultimatum to North Korea today. He says, North Korea, you need to cease any consideration of actions that would lead to the end of its regime and destruction of your people, unquote. Now, strong words that come just one day after President Donald Trump warned that the United States could unleash fire and fury, the likes the world has never seen before. Well, the North Koreans must choose to stop isolating itself and stand down its pursuit of nuclear weapons, says the Secretary of Defense, James Mad Dog Mattis. And he said it in a written statement, adding that the regime's actions will continue to be grossly overmatched by ours and would lose any arms race or conflict if it initiates. So Mattis has consistently said that he prefers to resolve the issues over North Korea missile and nuclear programs through diplomacy, noting military action could yield catastrophic consequences. And Mattis called on North Korea's leader Kim Jong-un today to cooperate with the international community. Kim Jong-un should take heed to the United Nations Security Council's unified voice and statements from the governments of the world over, who agree that North Korea poses a threat to global security and stability, he said. Folks, it's getting ugly. It's beyond getting ugly. It is ugly. The question is, if Kim Jong-un really fires these 4 missiles right at Guam, and even if he drops them in their doorstep, do you really think we can sit here any longer? And you know that nobody wants to do the preemptive strike on these guys. Nobody wants to pull the trigger, but my Lord have mercy. What if we sat there, we let him shoot the 4, and they come down, but they don't come down just in the front door, but they actually land on these. There's 162,000 American citizens living in Guam. Are you serious? So pray, folks. Seriously, pray. Pray. It's as if this is apocalypse now. Are you saved? Are you serious? Are you serious? We have serious issues to talk about here with North Korea. Don't miss tonight's broadcast, Prime Time Live. I'll be live at 10 p.m. Eastern here from Little Rock, Arkansas. Only on YouTube tonight due to very low Wi-Fi capability. Here's the situation. The Secretary of Defense, James Mad Dog Mattis, just made a statement 8 minutes ago. He said to North Korea, you need to stop actions that could lead to the destruction of your people. All right? And then North Korea, just a moment ago, just now, says seriously, they are seriously examining a strike near Guam. Let me take a look at that article right now. That is a CNN article, actually, and we're going to find out the verbiage on this from North Korea. North Korea, according to CNN, is seriously examining a plan to launch a missile strike targeting an area near the U.S. territory of Guam in response to President Donald Trump's warning to North Korea that any additional threats will be met with a fire and fury, according to a new statement from General Kim Rak-kom, published by state-run media there at KCNA out of North Korea. The North Korean Strategic Force of the Korean People's Army is seriously, they say, examining the plan for an enveloping strike at Guam through simultaneous fire of four. In other words, they're saying we will fire simultaneously four Hwasong-12 intermediate range strategic ballistic rockets in order to indirect the enemy forces on major military bases at Guam and to signal a crucial warning to the United States. Now, the Hwasong-12 rockets to be launched by the North Koreans would cross the sky above Shimane, Hiroshima, Japan, and would fly 3,356 kilometers for 1,065 seconds and then hit the waters 30 to 40 kilometers away from Guam. You know how close that is? Are you seriously serious about this? In other words, land about 20 miles from Guam, according to a statement. So they're saying they're going to fire four of these off and drop it in the front door of Guam, right over top of Japan. So what does that mean? And can you sit there and say, okay, guys, and don't worry about it. When they fire these four, just sit here and just watch them. They're going to fall. I mean, what do we do? Do we shoot them out of the sky? Do we have the capability to do that? Do we do a preemptive strike before they ever fire it? Does Japan shoot it out of the sky since it's flying over their heads? Will they have small, dirty package inside, little nukes? Don't forget the prophetic dreams. Remember the dreams? The three dreams? The priest in Canada, the prophetess, 87-year-old prophetess in New York, and the Christian author from Indiana, all talking about these two packages, one for Chicago, one for New York, and the earthquake in San Francisco, and how there's been so many of you out there watching these YouTube videos have had similar dreams, maybe one for one city or another. We've received dreams from people who've seen tidal waves, explosions in Manhattan, tsunami type waves hitting New York. We've had people tell us of dreams of earthquakes and explosions in San Francisco. We've heard people speak of explosions in Chicago. Now you got Kim Jong-un yesterday saying he could hit Chicago or New York with a little package. What's he mean by the little package? The little package was what they would put inside these intercontinental ballistic missiles, these ICBMs. So he's starting to say the very things that some of you have already seen in visions and dreams. Now, God did give us a word, though, and that was we can pray it to stop. We don't have to sit there and wait on it. We can pray. So I'm going to ask you to do that tonight, and I'm actually going to be live at 10 p.m. Eastern to discuss all of this and a whole lot more that's going on in the world today. Plus, we're going to revisit Beebe, Arkansas, since I was there today. Spoke to people who actually witnessed one of the strangest phenomenons, 2 New Year's Eves in a row in world history, and what started a 3,000-year prophecy called the Hosea prophecy. It hasn't stopped since Beebe, Arkansas, and it's not going to stop until Christ returns. It is an apocalyptic sign of the last days. Man's sin has brought this upon the world. I'll be back with more. Give your life to Jesus Christ. We are running out of time.